So last time on Standard Aerei, the party decided that they were going to take the job from Gonathan Gromlin to confront a gold dragon, or locate a gold dragon, and ask about a magical item that was sealed in a very special box. They're sent to a town called Lobley Gardens, and they arrived and quickly located that it was a tourist attraction of some variety, and they entered together as a family. And that's what we're going to pick up.
We can go to the gift shop afterwards.
Aww.
No, we cannot visit the gift shop, but we're in these beautiful gardens. And it actually seems like it's living up to the hype. There's beautiful topiaries. There's very carefully cultivated pathways. There's very delicate sculptures, all intricately documented with, signs. It's like made in X year by so-and-so and the title of the painting. So it's almost like, full disclosure, it's modeled after the Boboli Gardens in Florence. So it's got like large hedges. It almost feels like a very meandering sort of maze. And there's beautiful flowers. Some of them are very rare. Obviously someone is taking care of this garden, and that's possibly why you had to pay a small fee to get in.
Don't touch anything.
He already caught me before I was going to do it. Archer just sees food with all these plants, and his trunk starts to go, and I'm assuming Hank just goes, and
slaps the trunk down.
Okay. It looks tasty, though.
It probably is, but it could be poisonous. I mean, and some of these things are quite old.
And I'm quite old.
He's got a point.
I mean, you don't want anything to eat you, right?
I usually kill the things that try to eat me.
Don't touch anything.
Okay.
Sapala, just stands closer to Archer, deciding to be, keeping an eye on him.
Thank you, Sapala.
I'm still holding hands with Hank, because that's cute as shit.
So as you're going through this garden, Tia, how about you roll me a history check real quick?
7.
Great. This is a nice garden. You know what? No. Retcon, take it at advantage, roll again. I want you to get this.
Well, just because you want her to get it doesn't mean that she's going to. I mean,
he's going to say...
Well, she really should.
Oh, boy.
5!
Cool. You don't get it. It's a beautiful garden. That's just karma getting me in the ass. That's all that is. So everyone give me perception checks.
17.
16.
4.
Archer, you're distracted by the tasty things and resisting the desire to eat them.
That makes sense. I got a 5. Stop it.
Hank is combating you, yeah.
Stop it.
It's right there. I mean, it's food.
It's not food. Stop it.
But it's a tree.
Both Sapala and Tia see up ahead. There's a elvish-looking man ahead. He's wearing kind of fine robes, but he appears to be taking care of the garden. He has long blonde hair, and he has kind of bright-looking eyes and very delicate features. And he's wearing an all-green, almost like a suit with gold embroidery on it. And he's just carefully, he appears to be weeding or doing something to that idea. And as he does so, he's gently brushing the leaves of the plant that he's weeding around. And he appears to be talking to it. As if, soothing. Some people talk to plants, I guess. It's probably like that. There we go. That's much better. Sort of a deal.
I leaned over to Hank, seeing this guy talking. And
you didn't see him.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Never
mind.
Assaulted.
Archer, I swear to God, if you get us kicked out of here, I will turn this adventuring party right around.
How do you do that?
Oh, I'll show you.
Sapala will look to Tia, and just say, do most land people talk to plants?
I guess some do, but we can go ask him why. And I kind of without even letting him answer whether we're going to do that or not, go up and be like, hi, I'm Tia.
Hello, I'm Sapala.
The man doesn't even seem startled that you're there. He just turns around very gracefully and goes, hello, welcome to Lobley Gardens.
Why are you talking to plants?
Yes, it helps them grow. It's very good for them.
I guess that makes sense.
I guess. Wow. I've never met somebody who talks to plants before. That's really interesting.
Do they respond?
They can. It's not the same as a response from someone like you, or perhaps even an animal, but they do respond in their own way.
Huh.
What do they say?
Usually they ask for more water, or sometimes they give brief images of who they've seen that day. Sometimes if they really like someone, they'll tell me about them.
Oh, should I pose then? And I walk up to the plants and I'm just posing in different ways.
He just kind of watches you stoically. If you wish. Can I help you with something?
Sorry. We just thought it was interesting that you were talking to plants. These gardens are amazing. Do you tend to all of them?
Yes, these are my gardens.
Holy moly. This place is we've only seen the front, but, how big roughly does this place kind of seem, Steph, from the perspective we've got?
It's a really large garden, crazy that one person seems to be taking care of it.
Okay. In that case, this place is so big, you could pretty much get lost in here. It's like a maze.
Sure is.
He asks, what's the history of this place? It looks so cool and fascinating.
Generational. My family has owned it for many generations, and one of us always stays to caretake it and look after the town and make sure it flourishes.
Oh, I have an actual question.
And he kind of smirks, like as if to say, what do you mean? Those were also questions.
I call Hank over. And I'm like, Hank, you should ask him about the box.
In a minute. Stop it. I swear to God. I swear.
Which god?
I swear on every single god in existence.
But they look good. You'd probably like it. It's probably tasty.
I don't want someone...
So this man hears Ardor and says, I wouldn't, sir. Please don't eat the plants in my garden.
This is Archer, and this is Hank.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hi, thank you for looking after your friend. Please don't eat the plants in my garden. Many of them are poisonous and will kill you.
Oh, okay.
Told you.
Sir, maybe you can help us then. You said your family's been here for generations?
Yes. Hundreds and hundreds of years.
Oh, then maybe you heard. We're looking for... He kind of looks to Hank to be like, should he ask this question? Because he's never done this before, but, as long as he gives him kind of a nod, he's going to, keep going.
Hank nods generally, but not knowing what he's trying to signal.
We're looking for a dragon. Do you happen to know what a dragon is?
A dragon, you say?
Yes. Yellow one. Yellow? What color was it?
Gold.
Gold. Yes, we're looking for a gold dragon.
What would you want with a gold dragon?
What were we looking for again, Hank?
Alright, well, since it's already kind of all out there and such, we're kind of, sort of seeking,
Hey, you know a guy named Myson, Protector of the Weak?
Yes.
Cool, who is he?
Me.
Oh, cool, you got a box, we need it.
You're looking for a box.
Yeah.
No, we're looking for a box that holds something important, and it's got a seal, and it looks something kind of like a side face of an eel on a circle, and it's supposed to keep a very magical thing inside that is important that we're supposed to get.
it's a symbol of Bahamut.
Hank says Bahamut out loud?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
No, you don't know where it is, or no, you won't give it to us.
No, I won't be giving that to anyone, thank you.
Okay, have a nice day. And I start walking away.
Hold on.
Apollo walks with him.
No, hold on. Hank's arms out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I don't know what else we're supposed to say besides okay. He won't give us the box, Mr. Hank.
Well, no, this is a part where we can discuss and, maybe come to an arrangement or a negotiation or...
No, there's no negotiation on this.
Why?
It's a precious item I've been asked to protect. I've given my word.
By who?
That's none of your concern.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm stuck.
We're in a bit of a predicament here.
What kind of predicament?
How could I put this gingerly? We were supposed to report that we found you, and in turn, also found the box.
Well, you can definitely report you found me and that I am aware of the box. Problem solved. And he turns and starts gardening again.
We were supposed to ask for the box. We were told that if we asked, we would get it. I'm sorry, did we not say please? I thought we said please when we did this.
Well, I don't know who told you to ask for it and that you would just be given it, but That is not something I'm willing to give up.
Do you know the name Gonathan?
I don't know that name, unfortunately, no.
Do you happen to know any man that looks like an uncooked dough?
Looks like an uncooked dough.
Yes.
Well, that sounds like many humans, honestly.
Though this one you would know.
He's so mean to Jonathan.
Yeah, Archer's confused as hell about that. What? Dough? What?
Sapala will ask Mr. Myson after thinking for a second. Saying, Mr. Myson,
Yes.
is there a situation where you would give us the box? You said it was a promise to keep it safe.
Right.
I mean, if you're keeping it safe from someone or something, are they still something to be protected from?
Well, it's not my job to determine if the threat is gone. I would be told by the person who asked me to protect it if it was time to stop. Trust me on that one, sir. That it's my duty to uphold this promise.
Hmm.
So you have a boss.
You could say that, I suppose.
Who's your boss? We could maybe talk to him, and maybe he'll give you permission to give us the box if we talk to him first.
Did Archer just ask Myson to see his manager?
Yes, he
We
did.
had our first Karen moment of the season.
So he says that, if you get ask your boss this whole time, Myson's been very stoic, pretty plain. But he actually kind of cracks a smile and he's like, it would be interesting if you could talk to him. But no, I don't think that'll be possible.
Please?
It would not be possible.
Are they not around anymore?
Here and there.
I look to Hank and go, this guy's confusing.
No, he's difficult.
No, I don't think he's either. If anything, I think he's indirect. My apologies, Mr. Myson. But if I may ask, did the God person ask you to watch that box?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Which means yes.
That sounds like yes.
You're welcome to your opinion.
Oh, that's a good one.
If you'll excuse me, I have other plants to assure that are flourishing today. It's been a pleasure meeting you all, and I hope you enjoy my gardens. Thank you. Have a nice day. And he starts wandering off.
Oh, bye, Mr. Myson.
DM question.
Yes.
To confirm the statement of the mission. To get the monies, we needed to get the box?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Adventure children,
Yes.
remember me and don't look.
I want the record to be held here that Mike Curran is not the one going after this violently. This
We don't know if Hank is going to be violent.
I know, but just for the record, I have not went, he's not giving it to us, let's fucking kill him.
I mean, to be fair, Hank also said that don't look, and Sapala immediately looks at Hank to be like, what?
Tia definitely just sits there on her dog, just staring like,
I cover my eyes with my ears.
All right, what are you doing, Hank?
Myson, I don't want to have to leave here empty-handed.
Oh, well, you can go to the gift shop.
I'm an emotionally compromised spellcaster with the ability to destroy anything within 60 feet of me.
Boy, if I had a gold coin for every time someone told me that.
I'm not saying that I'm going to be able to do this to you, but there's a lot of nice plants around me.
I don't recommend destroying anything in my garden, sir. You would deeply regret it.
I know I would, and that's why I'm asking you if we could meet in the middle with some information. I've given you some alternatives. I've given you pleas. I've given you, options. I'm trying to work with you. You're giving me nothing, so now I have to move the goalpost a little bit.
So what you're saying is, my sworn duty to protect this box is less important to you, and my dignity and my plans and my property is less important to you than some money from someone who looks like dough.
I never said I was getting money from the dough man.
I assume that has to be what it is.
I mean, okay, yes, maybe that is what it is, but...
You're not the first one who's come looking. I'll tell you that much. The other ones also did not do well. Please do not make me show you why they did not do well.
Hank, I think he's gonna kill you.
Sapala's gonna immediately stand between the two of them, and just look at Myson. Mr. Myson, is there a Temple of Bahamut somewhere in the town?
There is.
Could you direct us to it?
Yes. It's within the garden.
He kind of looks to Hank and just says, if we appeal to Bahamut, maybe he'll give us a sign or Mr. Myson a sign?
You can try your luck.
That sounds like a great idea. And when the big man hears about this...
Is he referring to me?
No, he's referring to Bahamut.
Tia asks if there's a map of the garden, since this place is huge.
Yes. It's on the back of your ticket. I'd head west. It's your best shot to get there before the sun goes down. Can't miss it. It looks like a large grotto made of shells, and there's a fountain.
I'm going west because I want to go west.
Oh, God.
Enjoy your time, sir. And he just kind of smiles and wanders off.
I lean over before we leave. We part ways with Myson, and I go, "You have nice plants. They look tasty, but I won't eat them.
I don't want you to die. Please don't eat them.
You seem nice. I hope things go well. We really do need this box, but we'll work something out.
Sorry for the trouble.
I appreciate you think you need it.
Bye!
Bye-bye." He's just very stoic, like just very serious gentleman. Yeah.
Hank, as he leaves, like, I appreciate that you think you know it. Jerk.
Why are you so angry?
Guys like that piss me off. They're not direct.
I think you need a nap.
I don't need a nap.
Did you sleep last night?
I don't sleep.
You should probably sleep.
We're gonna do a skills challenge, so everyone roll me initiative.
Awesome.
Here we go.
Going through the garden. Danger garden.
Natty 20.
9!
6.
19.
Ooh, okay. So the initiative is shirt.
Yes! Shirt! 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 Shirt!
Sure.
So top of the round, Supala, your goal of this skills challenge is to navigate your way through this garden, which is very maze-like, to reach the grotto described by Myson safely and without getting lost and or attacked by some rare plant. 5 successes, 3 failures. So what would you like to do?
To start off, I think I'll go with my best bet so far. As I look at the back of the ticket, because we said it was like a ticket stub, but this is a very big garden, so it's a very small.
Imagine it's one of those wide ticket stubs.
Oh, okay, that's much
like
easier.
One of the red ones that you can get from the carnival.
Golden
They're kind of
ticket
wider.
for Charlie's Chocolate Factory size. Like,
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, that visual's much more helpful. Okay. To start off then, on this skills challenge, I am going to use perception to try to see where we're going to make sure we're not hitting any dead
make
ends
sure you're
and
not
stuff.
running into anything dangerous. Sure, perception. Go ahead.
22?
That is a success.
Oh, thank God.
it better be.
Jesus.
DC is 23. Fuck you all. No.
Alright, so Sapala safely starts guiding you towards the path that looks the clearest and the most open, according to the map. And next up we have Hank. Hank, you can't use perception.
That's fair. Hank would like to use deception.
Who are you lying to?
I would like to be directing the party to be like, alright, listen to Sapala, he's got a good head on his shoulders, we should go that way. And I'm trying to pretty much redirect their attention to what Sapala is talking about. And I'm using Mage Hand to kind of screw with things in the garden, just enough to be petty. Where it's like, if there's like an arrow that points one way, it's like, oh, you need to go this way to go to the thing. Like, I'm wanting to like turn the arrow slightly, just enough to like screw with someone's like...
Okay, so you're trying to distract them from what you're actually doing, which is fucking
Exactly. Like, pretty much I'm being petty in the garden. Where if it's like, don't walk in the grass, like, yeah, we should totally follow what Sapala is saying. It's just like, step on the grass a couple times.
But also walking on the grass. Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead
Not
and
being
use
outwardly,
deception
like,
for that.
destructive, but, like, you know, that nice level of petty where it's like, oh, this person said that they're very compulsive about their books, so I'm gonna rearrange all their fucking books.
Oh my God, I hate you, you're a monster.
What you got?
15?
That is a failure.
Shit.
Oh no!
We should listen to Sapala. Sapala...
Hank, why are you being a dick right now?
Right, that's exactly what happens. So you start to try and distract everyone from what you're doing, but then Archer immediately sees you and shouts, "Why are you being a dick right now?"
You told us not to touch anything.
I told him not to eat anything.
You told us not to touch anything.
Well,
You said not touch, and I didn't touch.
do as I say, not as I do.
That doesn't make sense.
Your face doesn't make sense.
What?
I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I'm just angry.
So it doesn't help you progress forward because you guys sit there and argue for a little while about how shitty that is. Okay, so that's 1 success, 1 failure. Next up is Archer.
Oh boy. No deception.
Archer, you
yet.
can't use deception. Yeah,
Okay. Not his forte anyway.
I didn't think it would be.
No. He's basically just gonna, just fucking run in the direction Sapala's going. Just stomp, stomp, stomp.
Use athletics? Sure, go ahead.
Rock and roll. Oh, that's good. That is a 21.
That is a success.
Hooray!
Yay!
Yay! You kind of jog your way through this beautiful garden, looking like you're getting a little zoomies out almost. Like you might have felt pent up on the ship, and it's nice to have an area to stretch your legs now that you're out in open air again.
I'm outside! I'm outside, everybody! I am outside! Look at me go!
As you're shouting that, I imagine Barkley is chasing after you, like
Yay!
barking, thinking that you're playing.
Run, Archer, run!
No, he's probably just going, outside! Outside! And that is a success. So that's 2 successes, 1 failure. Last but not least, we have Tia. Tia, you cannot use athletics.
Not her strong suit. Tia kind of looks around and I'm gonna do history to see if I've seen a maze similar to this or if I know any tricks on how to navigate this. Because history did so well for me earlier.
Sure. I'll allow that.
It's a 12.
Unfortunately, that is a failure.
Oh, boy.
2 for 2, guys. So you start looking around, trying to remember if you've ever seen a maze like that, but as you do so, you realize that you're actually not with the group anymore, and now you're kind of like in a bush by yourself, and you can hear Barkley kind of in the distance, but you're not really sure how you got yourself there.
Help!
So people have to spend time coming after you. It loses a little time again. The sun is starting to go down. They relocate you, you rejoin the party, but it was embarrassing. Top of the round, we have Sapala. Sapala, you can't use perception and you can't use history.
Dang, intelligence stats. My greatest asset.
Your greatest asset.
Such a good history with those things. He's going to realize that Myson
Myson.
said that the temple was covered in like shells and stuff, and he actually has like a shell he got from the ocean for trade later, and he's gonna try to take Barkley and ask if he can find like the scent of like strong ocean smell from like the shells and stuff to help lead them.
Sure, that's more like, I'd say that's more like an animal handling.
Good, it's exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, not terrible. I mean, it's a 17.
That is a success.
Oh, thank God.
So, you hand the shell to Barkley, and Barkley takes a big long sniff of it, and then starts charging, like, nose to the ground in a specific direction, and you all start following him, and he helps lead you towards closer to what you assume would be your goal. That's 3 successes, 2 failures. You need 2 more successes, or 1 more failure. Next up is Hank. Hank, you cannot use animal handling, and you cannot use deception.
But deception's my highest.
That's what you just used.
I know.
Looks like someone has to play the honesty game.
So I assume that Hank, after being called out by Archer and probably scolded by Aerei in some way,
Yeah, she probably pecked his head.
has gotten over his little temper tantrum and is kind of like in that like, I fucked up and I'm sorry, but I don't want to say sorry kind of thing. And
Yes.
so I'd like to use Arcana, and maybe like the simplest thing is as we're walking, I see a piece of trash, and I'm just like, mage hand, trash can.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll allow it.
But like that, like, see, I'm doing good, guys. Fuck, kind of way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Please.
Like
please roll
that's
it for me.
totally
Perfect.
the teenager in me being like, I got caught and I'm upset, and I'm gonna
I'm angry about stuff, but I don't want to be an asshole all the time.
do the dishes, but I still fucking hate you, Dad.
Wow. Hank's revealing some stuff.
17.
That is a success.
I threw away the shit out of that trash.
You managed to pick up like a lot of trash along the way. You're kind of muttering about it.
Stupid.
But the gardens look cleaner for it, and you guys still proceed following after Barkley in a very orderly sort of manner. Next up is actually you, Arger.
Yes. No pressure or anything.
We have 4 successes and 2
God, we're riding on me.
failures.
We're
You only
fucked.
need one or the other, my friend.
You will be fine.
You cannot use Arcana, and you cannot use Athletics.
Oh no, Archer can't use Arcana. Oops.
We believe in you.
I'm sure you're sad about it. I'm sure.
You'll be fine.
The athletics is the big difficult there.
No, well, you used it last time. So
Yeah.
it works.
Yes. I oh God. I'm gonna sniff in the air using smell. Does that give me advantage?
Don't you have advantage on smell checks?
He does, but it's usually on perception checks. I don't know if it's for skills challenge, but you know what? I'm gonna allow this. So yes, please take advantage because you have
Yeah.
a great snoot.
Any trick I could use. Alright. I'm gonna smell and see if we're going the right way. Let's
Follow
fucking
your
do it.
nose wherever it goes.
Yes. They gotta have advantage. 17 altogether.
That is a skills challenge success.
We broke the curse. We broke the curse.
You did it.
Huzzah!
Your first
Huzzah.
successful skills challenge.
As a team. Because
As
the
a
ship
team.
handed us our ass.
I did 1 dice roll.
It did. It did. Odger starts sniffing, and between him and Barkley, they managed to sniff their way to the shell mausoleum that was described. It's essentially like a cave. There's a water element. There's a beautiful fountain, and there's like a little, like a man-made pond going through it. And there's like art made out of shells to look like Bahamut. There's a big dragon relief made out of shells and stucco, as well as this beautiful water exhibit, and there's water coming like out of his mouth. And there's a bunch of like clams with like pearls and like a lot of detail. It looks like it was lovingly made. And then there's the altar in front where people can leave offerings. You see that there's already some offerings there.
Sapola sees the offerings at the temple, and he's gonna leave something as an offering on the front of the temple.
Okay, what are you gonna leave?
He's actually going to pull out a polished coral and shark tooth necklace he has, and he's going to carefully leave it on the offering, and depending on the height of where the offerings are left, like he'll kneel and like say a quiet prayer. He doesn't really know any Bahamut-based prayers, so he's gonna kind of make one up.
Okay. What is he saying?
Sapola will just kind of mutter to himself, "Oh, great Bahamut who isn't an eel, I'm told. I leave this offering for you as thanks, and hope you will be generous with us and know that our cause is not mean, and that we are very nice. Thank you."
Roll me a religion check.
Religion's not my on a single roll. That's a 4 + 1 is 5.
Okay. So you say your prayer, and you kind of look up at the Bahamut statue, and you look down, and I want everyone to give me a perception check.
Smelly perception?
No. Visual.
I rolled a 1.
You fall into the fountain. You got like a 36. You fall into the fountain, you're a little wet. Barkley kind of jumps on you while you're in there, thinking that it's a fun
Oh,
game.
since I'm in the fountain anyways, are there lily pads? Because you said there was like a...
It's a very clean pond, but the whole inside looks like it's made out of mother of pearl.
It was an accident, but I still enjoy it because fuck it. I haven't been in water in a while. It's cool.
I got a 23.
18.
Dirty 20.
Okay, everybody but Tia looks down and sees that the offering that Billy put on the plate is gone. And there's a moment, and you all hear the word in your head, very intensely. In a gristly sort of voice, you hear someone say,
Whose truth?
What happened?
I think we have to go seek truth.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's someone named Truth in the temple?
I approach the altar, and I go, Bahamut, which of the 3 is he?
He's his own. He's his own god. your gods outsourced to other gods. They've got more stuff to do. So
What?
See, when a mommy god and a daddy god
That's
love each other.
That's not how that works.
isn't it? Wait, Mr. Hank. How does it work? Because if you know, I feel like this is something you should really share with the rest of us. Because that's really, really important. I feel like how does that work for gods?
Well, you can either become a god by being an ascended mortal, and then pretty much transcending your coil, so to say, like Corellon did, and ascend to the throne of godhood by merit, feats, things like that. Or sometimes you're just kind of manifested into being by the need of something.
You have a strange amount of knowledge about this, Mr. Hank. Unless that's
Yeah, that's what I read books for.
okay.
Just blank, unflinching stare with that. It's books.
So, people can become gods?
If they really, 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 really try hard, and if they're really, 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 really special.
I have a question, Hank.
None of us will probably be one.
Okay, but I still have a question.
Okay, just making sure. I just wanted to cut that horse off at the pass, so to say.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
It's an analogy. Don't worry about it.
Could a god bring someone back from the dead or go back in time?
That's complex.
That sounds like a yes. I'm going to try to be a god.
I mean, RJ, you could also try to ask a god to bring someone back. I think I see where this is going.
Okay, wait, I got an idea.
Hold on, please. Don't, please, Archer. Gods don't always answer every question, just so you know. Like, the voice that we just heard, fluke. Like, not saying, it's unlucky or something, but it's they're very, very particular, and it's not, don't take it personally. Don't get your hopes up. You could still try, but if nothing happens, please don't get your hopes up.
Tia chimes in, you guys heard a voice in your head?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Archer, please don't get your hopes up.
Okay. I go to the statue, and I grab the statue, and I just go,
Hey, Bahamut guy, talk to me. We got work to do, and if I get you your thing, maybe you can bring my Peggy back to life.
Do you provide an offering, or are you just standing there?
he doesn't understand. He just is grabbing the statue, shaking, trying to talk to it.
Well, you can't shake the statue. It's like a relief built into a wall, essentially.
Okay, his hands are on it, and he's basically pressed against it, and he's like trying to yell at it like he's talking to someone.
Okay, what's your AC?
Oh boy, here we go. It's been nice knowing you guys. 17.
So, you're gonna take
I bet.
5 radiant damage as you're pressing against the statue.
Ow!
For a second, you see the eyes light up, and you get a sense of outrage.
Okay. Not cool. I get it.
So Apollo's just gonna walk up to him and kind of put his hand on his arm. Archer, it doesn't work like that. I mean, there's some stories I know from when I was a kid. I'll tell them to you after, but it's not as easy as asking, I think.
Archer basically takes that to heart and he goes,
Alright, so they won't help me. I gotta become a god myself. Seems simple enough.
They might help you.
He just hurt me. I asked him a question.
Sometimes you have to offer to get something in return, like what Sapala did. I will say, usually the bigger the favor, the bigger the offer.
He looks through his bartering items. He looks through all of them and he goes,
It's gotta be, important if I want this, if it's a really big job.
Typically. Again, it's not always successful.
He kind of takes a minute and sighs and he goes,
I'm gonna miss this.
and he walks over to the altar. And you guys see him take out an abalone shell and he places it on there and he kind of he kind of winces a minute when he does it and he walks away. He doesn't really understand what else next to do, but he knows he has to put something really valuable on the altar.
Everyone give me a perception check.
16.
18.
23. I did good this time. I didn't fall in a pond.
Dirty 20.
Everyone sees briefly a light appears around this offering, but the offering doesn't go anywhere. The light fades, and then nothing.
Apollo will just walk over to the shell. It's a shell?
It's an abalone shell, yeah.
Okay, an abalone shell.
Yeah, it's got a piece of art on it.
Okay, he'll take the abalone shell and kind of hold it back up to Archer and just goes, Archer, offering this for a life is it's a very big offering. It's bigger than anything we have on us currently. There are stories about God's doing good things like this sometimes, and I'll tell them to you, I promise, after we get done with this, but it's not something that can get done fast. And if you want to become a god, I'll help, but I think that's going to be a lot harder than asking a god for help the other ways. Okay?
He quietly nods, takes the abalone shell back, and kind of his normally jovial kind of demeanor, he's a little more serious right now, and he kind of sulks back, letting the rest of the gang kind of take the lead.
Arger, as you're walking, give me a wisdom save.
It's a 7.
Arger, you take 1 psychic damage, and you get a really searing headache all of a sudden. Your vision goes white, and in your ears you hear, it's a woman's voice. She says, "Not him. Just wait. Just wait." And then as if someone is beside you, like as if a woman is beside you, you feel a woman's hand in your hand, briefly. Your vision comes back, and if you look at your hand, there's no one there. It's just Apala. Tia's not close enough to be holding your hand, but it felt really real.
He's kind of cried. He kind of goes over and kind of quietly has a little sad moment. There were 2 sad moments back to back, guys. Arger's been a big baby. Arger kind of takes a minute to slink away and,
Anyway, so, the box, yeah, leader, box, what do we do?
Hank just kind of like has his hands on his face and is like just pulling his face down from his cheeks, just that like nice stressed like, I don't know, their gods are vague. Alright, so find truth. And I don't suppose he'll tell us if that's a person, plant, mineral, or thing.
Well, maybe we should start. I mean, is there an obvious entrance to this temple mausoleum? Anything like that?
This is a mausoleum?
Yeah, essentially. It's like a mausoleum. It's shaped almost like a cave, but it's completely...
There's dead people?
Yeah, there are some dead people.
Archer, don't eat anything!
Well, I mean, I guess people is the wrong word.
I'm
anyway,
teasing.
what? Oh
people
boy.
is the wrong word. It's, you know what, just give me a perception check.
19.
22?
15.
6.
6. RJ, you're distraught.
Yes, it sounds about right.
But, Sabatia and Hank kind of glimpse up at the mausoleum, and it's shaped almost like a cave, but it's all lined with, seashells. But you take a closer look and you realize not all of them are seashells. Some of them appear to be bones. Very large bones. And some of them appear to be like open maws, like dragon skulls, perhaps.
Are they like inlaid in the wall, or are they like just kind of like chilling out there?
Nope. Inlaid in the wall. Think, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like the thing in France where they just have all these bones.
Oh,
Kind of like
the
that,
catacombs.
but it's mixed in, yes, but
Yeah.
it's mixed in with seashells to make a mausoleum, essentially.
Ah, okay. So this is the construction wise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tia would pipe up and go, that's bone.
Yeah.
So, are we basically in a dragon graveyard?
You don't know.
You know, there's a lot less flesh attached to this bone than I'm used to.
That makes it an old bone.
Well, they said seek truth, so I assume that means we have to find something, so maybe if we enter the mausoleum, we'll find the answers we're looking for.
Oh, please let it just be a plaque that says truth. Just something simple. I don't want to have to go back and talk to that son of a bitch again.
We will have to talk to him again to get the box, because if we get the okay from this guy, to get the box, we have to go back and get said box from the guy.
Ah, that's right. All right, well, we're burning daylight.
Let's go inside.
You head into the mausoleum.
Yes, and Sapala will cast light on, I guess, my shoulder guard.
When Sapala does light, I just kind of go like, oh, I got one of those too. And I do my little, like, on my stick. Just to show him, like, yeah, right? Yeah.
Now it's a very well-lit mausoleum. The bones glint creepily back at you from the curved, round ceiling.
Just in case we get separated, I look for yours, you look for mine.
Is there like a sinister vibe coming off from this mausoleum? Like, or does it seem like people come in and out of here normally? Like it's like an Arlington National Cemetery kind of thing. Like people come in here and pay respects, or it's more like we're digging into a crypt and going to get our asses kicked.
It wasn't locked, was it?
You can give me an insight check. See how the space feels.
Roll me a vibe check.
Big juicy 5.
It makes you a little uncomfortable, but it looks like it's okay to be in here. Like it doesn't look like there's anything preventing you.
I brandish my axe.
You feel uncomfortable because you don't like being around dead things.
Whoa, big guy. You're probably gonna end up cutting down some poor tour guide or something.
Yeah, let's not fight unless we have to. Let's respect this place. It's pretty important, I think.
Plus, dead things can't hurt you unless they're undead. In that case, they can absolutely hurt you. But this looks like dead.
Also, if I perform blasphemy in like a temple or something, the nuns back in the orphanage are gonna like punish me so hard. My ears gonna get so pinched. I don't want that.
I don't know what any of you just said.
Aren't we supposed to be searching for truth?
Truth!
Arger shouts truth, and it echoes off the wall.
How, as we sort of enter, what is it? Just dark, like hallway, or are we like in like a? Is it
So
like
it's
a room?
it's almost like a cave that someone took and like used stucco over the inside. It almost feels like a grotto, I guess is the better way to describe it. It's made of shell and bone, and it's kind of rounded out. There's water flowing through it. And there's like artwork essentially made out of the shell and bone.
Okay, so my apologies. Let me rephrase my question. As we enter, is it a large room? Is it a hallway leading somewhere, or is it just like with decorative art on the wall?
No,
like...
it's rounded. It's like rounded off. It goes in about 30 feet before it stops. It's just all rounded off, like a grotto.
So almost like an amphitheater is what I'm getting?
Almost, yeah. And it's got like art and sculptures carved out of the bone and the shell. It's very tastefully done. You know, there's candles next to some of them that just happen to not be lit.
Can Sapala sort of walk in and kind of do a general check of the room? Anything that seems suspect? Like, is there like a plaque that says truth, or like...
Give me an investigations check. Anyone who wants to investigate can.
Steph, I have a +1 to investigation. May I give, instead of foregoing rolling, and give advantage to Hank?
Yes, please do. Hannah, what did you get?
I rolled a 1.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a fail skill for you. You got a 57.
Damn.
So you start investigating one of like the pointy skulls, and you end up cutting your hand. Go ahead and take 1 piercing damage as you prick yourself on a tooth. And Arger, what do you got?
Arger is Scooby-Doo scared, and he thinks there's spookies in here. So
Okay.
he's very just focused on that right now.
Did you roll, or are you not even
Nope.
gonna try?
Just nope.
Okay, cool.
Nope. He's sitting pretty.
Too spoopy. All right, up to you then, Mr. Hank. What you got?
I got a dirty 20.
Ooh! I like them nummy numbers.
Thankful for that advantage, because I got a 7 first.
The lighting boys, we got this.
Yes, the Lighty boys.
You see Tia kind of prick herself, and she starts bleeding, and she's like, ah, ouch, you know what I mean? And you go over to start looking at her hand, like, oh, come on. And as you start looking, you see that in the same skull that she was investigating, there appears to be an interesting looking area that looks like it's kind of scraped up for some reason. Almost as if it could press down, almost as if it moves.
Hey, Arger, you want to see something fun?
No.
I do.
Hank throws his hand in there and activates whatever's in there.
Okay. You just activate it?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone please roll me a dexterity save.
Oh God. I have advantage on Dex and Dex against effects that you something.
Can see.
Can he see this?
Oh, you'll be able to see it.
I will be able to
So
see
we'll
it.
let you have it. Yeah, you'll be able to see it.
Okay. Natural 20.
So you're going to take half.
21.
You also take half.
10.
You unfortunately fail, so you're going to take all of this.
15?
On the nose what you needed, so you take half.
Tia's not having a good time. She's tired. She got lost in a bush, and she's
Sorry,
just like,
Tia.
That sounded like a lot.
It did.
So Tia, you're going to take 18 fire damage as fire comes erupting out of this dragon's mouth. And everyone else will take half of that. But once the fire stops, the dragon's maw opens wider and reveals a hidden door.
You're right, Mr. Hank. That was cool. Painful, but cool.
Yeah.
Tia, quick question. How's your health?
Almost bloodied.
Hank's gonna start passing around some love then. Hank looks at Tia and goes, I've made some poor decisions today. Sorry. And he does like his little like hand out and like black necrotic like smoke light.
I don't like this.
And you can spend 3d6 as healing. I'm using healing light from my warlock pack. Hannah can heal for 10. Arger,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give you 2. 12.
12 altogether? Okay.
Yep, 12 HP. And Sapala, you can get my last one.
If you want, but I'm pretty good. But do you need it more?
I have something for myself. So 5 HP.
Neat.
And then as my last thing, I'm gonna use healing hands on myself. I'm gonna touch myself. Shut up. I'm gonna touch myself for 5 HP. You know, I can only do that once per long rest, so.
I don't want anybody else.
Steph, we have taken a moment to fix ourselves up and look down this hallway that has opened up to us. What do we see by chance?
You see a hallway lined with wood floors. It appears warm, welcoming, and homey. But you can't see to the end of the hallway because it turns.
It better be warm, it was just on fire.
That's fair. Surprisingly, there aren't even scorch marks on the wood.
Alrighty, well, I took initiative, touched the first thing. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Perfect. After you.
Wait, go where?
In the hall.
The hall?
In the thing that just shot fire at us?
Yeah.
We have to seek truth.
Oh, you're the leader.
The truth can be hard sometimes.
Apparently.
And don't worry, Sapala's there.
Don't worry. It'll be fine. As I quietly cast guidance to myself as I just keep walking and just keep casting it.
Tia will probably see that Ardra's nervous and jump up on his shoulder and be like, "You want to carry Barkley?"
The answer is always yes.
So you pick up Barkley. Do you go in right after Sapala, or is it Hank and then...
Hank will follow after Sapala immediately.
Okay. So then Archer pulls up the rear with his baggage.
I have to follow the leader.
I'm sworn to carry these burdens.
Hey.
So you wander in, and the room opens up. It seems like it's an underground home of some variety. You can see that there's a fireplace that's built out of nice stone. It's very classy looking. There's like a large, cushy looking couch. There's a record player, like a viola kind of thing. And it's playing jazz music presently. There's a bunch of different plants like hanging from the ceiling, like in potholder kind of things, like the macrame ones. It essentially looks like you've wandered into someone's home.
This reminds me of that jerk we saw.
I think this might be his home? I don't know. Can I take a minute and cast Detect Magic?
Okay, sure. You do that. And that tells you what kind of magic is within how large of a radius.
Oh, let's see. Sense project of magic within 30 feet of you. So 30 feet in all directions, so 60-foot area.
Okay. You sense that there, above the fireplace, there is a sword that's on display. It appears to be magical of some variety. It is very finely kept.
What type of what school of magic?
It would probably be evocation.
Okay, so it's damagey potentially. Okay.
It's very beautifully displayed. There's also several paintings. There's books throughout the room. A couple of the books appear to be magical in nature, and one of the paintings does as well, or at least has magic emanating in the vicinity.
Just as Sapala has sort of cast the spell, he'll kind of point out, like, sword is magic, painting or something behind painting is magic. I think a couple of those books are magic. Sword might be dangerous, so nobody touch the sword. Is there anything other besides evocation that either the books or the painting or anything else is giving off magic-wise?
One of the books appear to be divination, and the painting appears to be illusion.
That painting is giving off some kind of illusion magic, and that book right there is giving off a divination vibe. I'm not sure why. Maybe one thing at a time before we start touching, Mr. Hank?
Well, let's see. If I was going to hide a box, I would put it, and I move the painting.
Okay, but you touch the painting.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
Hank doesn't have trap sense.
Apparently not. So go ahead. It's just Hank though over by the painting, right? No one else went over there.
Yes,
I'm not touching
Hank,
anything
give
he's
me
touched.
another dex save, please.
absolutely. Dirty 20.
Okay, that's half damage again, as more fire comes out from behind the painting. You take 6 fire damage. I halved it for you.
See? Good thing I touched myself earlier.
Mr. Hank.
But you look behind the painting, and to your eyes, it looks like a stone wall.
Oh, you lied to me.
Who's gonna touch the wall?
I don't think anyone should touch the wall. Why don't we try a book? We said seek truth, right? A lot of times books have truth.
If you saw a magic wall.
Yeah, so Paula, how long is that eyeball thing up?
I believe it's 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes.
When he pulls the painting back, you can still see like a square door-shaped space that's showing illusion magic behind the painting. Like on where what the wall should be. Yeah.
The wall's also an illusion, Mr. Hank, but maybe we should try a book first before we, get fire breathing more.
While they're doing that, I just take the most obvious route and go,
We're clearly in.
he looks around and he goes,
This looks like somebody's place. We should at least say, hello? Is anybody here? We need a box.
Give me a perception check.
Everyone or just him?
Everyone. Roger, you can have advantage. You might be able to smell this.
8.
14?
23.
12.
So Tia, Sapala, and Hank, after Arger is like, hello, is anyone here? You guys hear like a noise under the couch? Like a scratching sort of noise? And a movement kind of sound.
Tia's curious. She kind of hops off Archer's shoulder, kind of looks under the couch.
You see 2 round green eyes staring at you, and you hear, "Whoa." Someone's cat is staring at you from underneath the couch.
It's a cat, guys.
It's a kitty.
Sapala will go over, kneel down and kind of look under and say, hello.
The cat hisses at you angrily and tries to paw your face with claws.
I straight up pick up the couch. I hear kitty, and I hear there's a kitty cat, and I pick up the couch and move it.
Oh. So the cat freaks out and immediately does like a zoomy dash to under the nearest other portion of furniture, which in this case is like a settee. It's like one of those fainting couches.
No, don't be scared, kitty.
And it like goes into the couch, because it's got that underneath. Because the old-fashioned furniture with like the pieces of wood underneath the couch that hold up the furniture.
Slats?
Like a slat?
Yeah, it has slats, so it just wedges itself in there.
Okay, Sapala immediately holds his hand up to Archer and just goes, whoa, big guy. Animal's my thing. Hold on, put the couch down, and I'll handle the cat, okay?
Oh, okay.
Give me a second, guys. And he goes over to where the cat is.
It hisses and growls at you from underneath the couch.
So, Sapala is going to keep about 10 feet from the cat and kind of kneel down.
Okay.
He's going to take a piece of a dried meat from a ration or something he's got.
Sure.
He's going to gently place it about 5 feet in front of him. He's going to place his fingers on his chest and move them in and out before kind of tapping his index fingers like an X back and forth, like hooked fingers back and forth. And he's going to cast Animal Friendship.
Okay, read to me what that will do.
For reference, Animal Friendship, spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast you can see within range, it must see and hear you. If its intelligence is 4 or higher, spell fails. And I have the thing for a cat in front of me, actually, because I can turn into a cat because I met one. So it's only an intelligence of 3. So, otherwise, beast must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration. As long as nobody harms the cat, the spell will last for 24 hours.
What's your DC?
DC spell save is 15.
Okay, well, he only got a 12. So he is charmed. What do you say to the kitty?
Hi, little fella. I'm sorry my friend scared you. Can you come out? I promise we're friendly.
He's really big.
I know. He means well, though. He's very nice.
Okay. And he comes out, and he munches on the food that you gave him. And he has a black and white tuxedo kitty.
Kitty!
He'll kind of sit down cross-legged, and he'll kind of just, carefully kind of lean over and, like, give him a little scratch behind his ears.
He purrs, he takes it.
Hi, little fella. What's your name?
I'm Tux.
Hi, Tux. Does a man named Myson live here?
I don't know my person's name. No one ever comes to talk to him.
Oh, that must make you really lonely. I'm sorry.
No, he's good.
Good. I'm glad.
We're good together. We're never lonely.
Tux, we're looking for something special here. We're looking for... Someone told us we could find some answers here, some truth. Do you have any ideas? Is there anywhere special, any special books or things your person likes to read or to look at or likes to go?
My person likes to read the books on the walls and likes to write in them.
Okay. So he writes in them, and then he'll point over to the wall. Do you know what's behind that wall over there?
No, I don't know what's over there. I only got here a few weeks ago. He saved me.
Saved you from what?
A plant in the garden thought I was delicious.
Oh.
And I thought the mice in the garden were delicious. But I was not wary.
He kind of gives him like a little like scritch under his chin.
He purrs.
And he just says, my friends here are really nice. Do you mind if we look around a little bit? We're not going to upset your person's home. We just want to try to find something.
Okay, but don't make a mess. He'll notice if there's a mess.
He looks over at Arger and just goes, Arger, please put the couch back where you found it.
You got it!
Thank you. Gently.
Oh, okay.
Do you want a treat?
Do you have a treat?
Yes, my person gives me treats.
Would you like a treat?
Yes, I would like treats.
Okay, he'll gently kind of pick him up in one arm if he'll allow it.
Yeah, he just goes like limp noodle. Like no bones kitten. Yeah.
And he'll ask him to show him where the treats are, and he'll give him a treat.
Yeah, so he directs you towards the bookshelf,
Mm-hmm.
and you see that there's a little clear glass jar, and there appears to be catnip in it.
Oh, okay. Polly doesn't know any different, so he's gonna give him a treat.
Oh,
Yep.
boy.
Yep, so this cat gets high as balls. It's a great day for this cat. His eyes get all big, and I love treats.
He'll gently set him down on the couch and just be like, well, you enjoy your treat right here, okay? We're gonna look around a little.
Okay. And he lays on his back on the couch and starts batting at nothing, just purring and just pawing the air.
Arger is not looking for anything. He's just staring at the cat, and he's super mesmerized by the cat.
From Hank's perspective, Sapala found a cat and got it high as balls. and he feels like pertinent information didn't come from it. So he's gonna start to touch the wall, as if searching for is this a wall? Is it a wall?
So you try to touch the wall, but your arm goes all the way through. There is nothing there.
Head.
You put your head through, and on the other side, give me a perception check.
There's another face.
Flames.
It's shift.
That would be spiteful.
18.
You put your head through, And you see on the other side piles and piles of treasure and gold and statues and art. But you also see a strange light in the flicker of movement.
Head out of the wall. So, there's another room back here, but I'd rather not go in there.
Why?
Well, how much do you know about dragons?
They're not eels.
Okay. Sit down, class. Time for a lesson. Dragons have hoards. Hoards are things that you have a lot of. Some dragons collect gold. Some dragons collect servants. Some dragons collect stories. They're collectors. All right? That room has a lot of treasure. Which could mean that the box is in there.
Uh-huh.
Which would be good. Like, we're here to find the box or truth or whatever it is. However, messing with the dragon's hoard is kind of like,
Bad?
yes. That's a very, eloquent way of putting it.
Do dragons speak common?
Oh, yes.
Miss Tia, he does speak common. We spoke to him earlier, remember? I think this is maybe his place.
We spoke to an elf earlier,
He said he was a dragon.
but he didn't look like a dragon.
They can also shapeshift.
I also don't know what a dragon looks like, so...
We can offer gold.
Well, I mean, we could, but Tux just said that he also likes to write in books, and we're seeking truth, so maybe if we look at some of the books that are kind of lighting up for me with my spell, maybe that'll tell us something that we can use.
I'll let you, you can touch the books. I think I touched enough things today.
So Paula will go grab the book that has divination on it.
You touch the book. And do you open it or you just touch it?
I mean, I touch it. Do I explode in fire?
No, you do not.
Okay, in that case, I just kind of look at Mr. Hank and just goes, so far so good, and I will open it.
Close book.
What is fire? I hate it! The land is not nice anymore.
You open the book, and you have a vision. And in this vision, you see the party go through the wall. Your vision zooms in, and you see a box with a silver shield marking with a dragon. It's in the far right corner, hidden behind a few piles of other objects, including a painting specifically of a gold dragon in flight. You see the party retrieving it. And then you come back to yourself. And as he's having this vision, everyone else just sees the pages of the book glowing, and Sapala's eyes rolled back into his head ominously.
Great, I lost another one.
Don't say that!
Wow. Woo, that was, did I just read this book out loud?
Nope, you kind of sat there and you did this, and Hank will do his best frightful presence, like, imitation of him opening a book with his eyes rolled back, but, like, with Azamar, like, no, you did something like this, and it's just, like, ghoul sounds like...
I don't like this.
Oh, the box is in there. I think I just found truth. The book just showed me... It almost like it showed me a vision of what to do next. I saw us all going in there, and we find the box in the far right corner. It was behind a gold dragon flying in the air, and we were getting the box, and then that was it. That's all that happened.
Oh, I mean, that sounds easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Maybe.
Alright, I guess follow me. Was the little hole in the wall, like, squeeze through size, or is it like walk through size?
It's like a door. It's like walk-through size.
I just make sure I didn't want to be like...
Squeezing his ass through. Like toothpaste.
I'd probably ask Archer to put Barkley down and get back on Barkley.
Okay.
So Hank leads the way, and as you step into this room, who else is going with Hank?
I would go.
He's the leader.
And then Sapala pulling up the rear.
Yeah, Sapala will be hesitantly behind the rest of them.
Are you putting the book back or are you keeping it?
Sapala's going to keep the book on him for the moment.
Okay. So you walk through this illusionary wall. You find yourself dropping down into piles of treasure. Your feet clink across the gold and silver and platinum coins that are under your feet. And as it starts to shift and move, you see that movement and light again in front of you. A pile of armor appears to be laying on the floor, but it begins to move of its own accord, and flames shoot out from either side, as if arms or legs or a face, but it has none of those things. And if it could make a sound, you imagine it would be roaring. And that's where we're going to leave tonight.
Sapala, you said we just go in here and go to the right.
You also didn't let me finish. Also, there's nothing but trash circles in here. This place is junk.
Don't touch anything. Well, I mean, except for that thing. Thank you for tuning in to Standard Array. Help our show grow by leaving us a review on your podcast player of choice and sharing us with your friends, players, and DMs. Also, please make sure to follow us on social media or on our Discord server for our next adventure. Links are in this episode's description.